Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. This is season 3, episode 11 of Arrow, entitled, I forgot the title. Claude, what's the name of the title?
Midnight City.
Midnight City. And it's so funny because
Dun dun dun.
she told me this like 12 times, and I totally forgot when the camera started rolling. That's a true story.
More like 31.
Yeah, she told me like 31 times. So this is our review of Midnight City. Claude, what was your initial thoughts on this episode?
Okay, digging in. I liked it. I really did. Going back to the other review, if I can, I'm gonna start talking about Laurel
Hmm.
because that's what, like, I think the whole episode. I mean, the whole episode went through a lot of stuff, but I think she definitely shined through. Ironically, because I mean, she failed horribly, which I enjoyed because it shows progress. It
Yeah,
shows definitely she needs help. I loved every punch she got to the face because it just made me feel like you're learning. You're
yeah,
learning. Like Roy said, she lived in the he was in the streets. Diggle was in the he was a sniper, right?
yeah. He was like a sniper. Yeah,
And then they kept bringing her back to, like, you're not your sister, you're not this, and she knows this, and she knows she needs to. Okay, I'm gonna go like word vomit or everything. I'm trying to get my thoughts in train in the. Anyways, Laura did impress me. What I really enjoyed was the Felicity Laura moment.
hmm,
Oh, Felicity rocked too.
yeah.
If
She
I could
did.
say, like, she was the one that kind of gave up after Oliver was gone. But then in this episode, she definitely was that binding glue that everybody needed. She was very encouraging, and I love the scene between her and Felicity and Laurel.
Hmm.
I love that. Um, those are my goods. What are your goods before I go to?
Yeah, my goods. Just jumping off you. My goods was just everything about Laura. I like what they're doing now with her is what I felt like they should have been doing from the get go. But I think they've learned their lesson. I think they're finding the kinks that didn't work with her with the fans, and now that they're bringing her out and they're doing her in this way. I can get behind it when she knows that she's not her sister, when she knows that she's not the badass that she thinks she is, and she's learning from her mistakes, and she's getting beat up, and she's fighting her way through to be a better hero. That's what I like. That's like a great hero's journey, and I really liked her in this episode. She was probably my favorite part of this episode, and I don't really say that a lot about Laurel, but I am one of those fair reviewers to where I give every time I give Laurel shit, when it comes to the next episode, I always wipe it under the rug. I always just sweep it under the rug because I like Katie Cassidy as a person. It's just her character. That's all it was for me. It was just her character and the way the writers were doing her. But so every episode I go into, I always want to like her. And this episode, I really wanted to like her, and I did. And I think she did a fantastic job. So that was just a great moment for me to have that realization, like, oh, I can get behind this. I can get behind this Black Canary. I can get behind this Laurel. I can get behind what they're doing with her storylines. So that was really, really exciting for me. Um, Now let's talk about the villain a little bit because when I look back on our last review, we didn't really talk about the villain. And from what I've heard, this is a three arc thing with Brick that's his name, Brick, and this is a three arc for Laurel as Black Canary. So this is like a three arc story for both of these characters. So what did you think about Brick as the villain? Because we got introduced to him last episode, but what did you think about him this episode? And his role and what
I
he's trying to do.
I think I need a little bit more on his background.
Hmm.
As far as right now, I can see that he's smart.
Hmm.
He's definitely intelligent, but I need more background information on him. Unfortunately, he seems just like your regular mob boss, and I definitely need more something meaty about him. It's just he right now. It's not that I'm hating him or loving him. I'm just indifferent about him. I don't really care.
Hmm.
I don't want to say it so bluntly, but yeah, I'm not. right now, I'm not really. I'm indifferent. I'm just gonna
Okay.
go with him. Yeah.
See, and that's good to have a co-host because we're gonna disagree on certain things. I kind of disagree with you just a little bit, only because I actually like him. Yes, he is. Don't get me wrong. You're right. He's just kind of a cookie cutter version of a mob boss. But the way he portrays this cookie cutter version of this mob boss, it gets me very interested. He's very entertaining. He talks in such a confident way. He doesn't really seem like he's ever mad, but he's got like this smart ass type of tone to him, and he's always up for a challenge, and that's what I like about him. Even though he still has like these like, oh, he's just a mob boss, but just something about him is keeps him very interesting. I think it's just the actor and the way the actor portrays him. It makes me like him. So I like Brick and I like what he's doing, and I can't wait to see what how it comes to a head. And I like his little battle with the Black Canary in this episode, like the little mini battle that they had. It was a good moment for her, and it was for me. It was a good moment for her and him. So I like that they both had that moment together. Um,
No, yeah. He kind of reminds me, if anybody watches Gotham, he kind of reminds me a little bit of like a mini Falcone.
yeah, yeah, he's kind of
If
like a
I can say
Falcone.
that.
Yeah, he's kind of
He
like
kind
a
of reminds
Falcone.
me of that, and it's cool and everything. But again, like I definitely need more, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so now
But
let's kind of talk about uh, the flashbacks and the present day with Oliver. Now, when we get to Oliver, like last episode, we find out that he is revived, and he's on this journey to come back. Now, what did you think about all this with Oliver and this side story with what's
mm,
his Maseo and his wife and stuff? And Tatsu. What do you think about like that side story?
Tatsuya.
What do you think about that?
Okay. The explanation of why
Yeah,
he's back and how he survived, I'm just like, like, yeah, that's cool. I guess. I mean, if he has that much will to live, he should probably have a green ring on him. Anyways,
yeah,
I just don't. I don't. It's TV,
yeah,
so like,
yeah. I totally get that, and I'm glad you brought that up because I almost forgot it until you said something. Because I think Maseo said, "Oh, you had the will to survive." No,
yeah,
Oliver fell off a freaking mountain. He was dead. I need a better explanation on why you're talking to him right now. Why is his eyes blinking? Why is he talking? He should be 6 feet under the ground or
he's
under a
so
mountain.
bad.
He should be dead right now. So I get it. He's the star of the show, but you have to give me something to believe that
More.
he survived. I don't want
Uh,
to. Don't give me no explanation like, oh, it was just some plants. It was some herbs that brought him back to
I
life. No,
know.
if you would have
Drink
told,
this.
yeah, if you would have told me that, oh, this is the Lazarus pit or something like that, I can
Dude,
get
I
behind
wanted
that.
that so bad.
I wanted that.
I was hoping for that.
So I don't
That
know.
would be like the only thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just cutting off each other. No, the Lazarus Pit is like the one thing that it could be believable,
yeah,
but the whole will of living and the cold. I get the cold. I get it preserves and everything. But the thing is, he did fall down. That knife wound looked like it punctured not his spleen, more likely his lung, and so he could possibly suffocate from that. I mean, he's drowning. Pretty, he could drown from his own blood, and that fall definitely could
yeah.
have ruptured
He
some
died.
stuff.
I don't care what the writers say. He died. You got to give me a good explanation. So with that, that was one thing like that just drove me up the wall in this episode. But other than that, that was like my only hiccup in this episode. But I did like the Maseo and Tatsu thing. From what it looks like, the reason why they split up, and the reason why Maseo is doing what he's doing, it seems like that he lost his son, and his son died. That's what it looks like that they're pushing towards. So I'm interested to see what happened and how that transpired to make Maseo kind of go to the League of Shadows or the League of Assassins, whatever they're calling them. So yeah, that's what I'm really excited for. But like I said, the Oliver thing is ah ah ugh, bleh,
Yeah. He
no
was totally okay. He was like, he was talking, he was like,
yeah
yeah, he was wobbling, but he was like, yeah. I'm like, damn, this dude, he's the new Superman. Screw no.
yeah
But no, I'm curious about that too. I'm curious to know what happened to the son and what happened to Marcelo, that he was serious before, but now he's definitely more sorrow, more mournful, and he
yeah.
just kind of gave up. So curious about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And before we go, because it's almost at 10 minutes in this review, I just want to kind of talk really, really quick about Ray Palmer and Felicity. I'm loving it. I like what they're doing with Ray Palmer. I like the fact that when they do get attacked and he tries to save Felicity from the gun, he hits the guy hits him back, and he's like, "That's why I need a suit." He's like a lovable character. He knows the fact that he can't fight, and that's why he needs a suit. So I like that. That was a great moment for Ray Palmer. I still think he's like probably my top favorite in this season. He's such a great character. So what do you think about it? Real quick, hit me.
Real quick, well, okay, that I loved it too. I love Felicity's little cute moments with him. But can I also mention something else?
Go
There's
for
a
it.
couple things I want to mention before we go. Oliver sliding on the bar counter, like you on the fight on the flashback, hilarious. I
Yeah,
loved that.
that was a James Bond
I
moment.
Yes, I'm liking the Roy. I feel like Roy and Laura are gonna bond a lot together, and you can
Yeah,
kind of see it. I think he's gonna probably help her, probably be a mentor. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, Amanda Waller, her knowing, her being that sneaky. That's what I love about her.
yeah,
She
that
is
was a
one of
good
those
moment.
characters that could go up to par to Batman in strategizing. She's
Yeah,
an amazing strategist. I love that moment of her. Yeah, I think for this episode, I've said what I have. Oh, and the DJ dude, DJ guy being the spy.
yeah, that was cool. I felt
Okay.
like I saw that coming. I felt like, okay, this guy, when he first introduced, like, this guy's up to no good. I don't know what he is,
Mhm.
but I always, when I first met him, I was like, this guy is up to no good. So I'm glad that they brought that out. I thought that was a great little moment that that he's working for Ra's al Ghul, and that that Ra's al Ghul is still keeping ties and eyes on Malcolm and Thea. And yeah, that's gonna be really good. That's gonna be really cool.
And one more thing, I'm also a question I'm asking myself is how is Officer Lance going to figure out about Sarah? Because I
Yeah.
feel so bad for Laura. Every time she has to play that character, play her sister, I feel a little bit heartbreaking because I'm just like, oh no, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good moment. So before we go, who is your standout player in this episode? For me, like I said, it was Laurel. It was Laurel all the way. I give it to her.
I would have to agree with you. Like who's the MVP
Yep,
for this episode?
MVP.
Definitely
Yep.
Laurel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was good. She her acting was good. The way she was portrayed, the meaning of why she's doing what she's doing, and the reason why she's not that good, and the bond between her and Roy was fantastic. Hopefully they keep it up in this arc. So yeah, this is all for the Search Show 24/7. Please like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you thought. If you did not watch our live show, we just got done doing a live show. So you get to know Claude just a little bit more, the new co-host. Claude, tell them like a few reasons why they should watch the live show.
If you want to know more about me, just a little bit more, definitely a lot more depth into things such as movies and just more opinions about different things other than Arrow, since
Mhm.
it's just based only on Arrow. What else? Yeah.
All right,
I
that's
mean,
cool. Yeah.
it's entertaining.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really fun. So, as always, this is the Search Show 24/7.
And I'm Claude, and so we'll see you later.
Be easy.
Bye.
Bye.